Hello guys, welcome back to SWS Boxing. Delighted to get on the channel 9-0 Jimmy Lee with one knockout, and it's fight week for him. He's boxing for the Commonwealth Youth Super Featherweight title against Ally Lubanja, and it's at your call. And yes, pleasure getting you on, Jimmy, as always.
Yes, mate, and you. Thank you very much. As always, appreciate your interviews.
And yeah, it's fight week. I mean, I saw you last in your last fight was about a month ago yesterday it was. And yeah, I mean, have you watched that fight back since or
Yeah, I watched it back a couple of days after, and he would just like punch a brick wall, you know. Um, you was never going to get him out of there. He was just so tough, and durable. But they fight week in, week out, and that's what they're in there for, just to survive, and get the rounds in.
yeah. Um yeah, I mean, how's your hand since then? Was it broken or no?
No, it was totally fine. Just a little bit of bruising. Keep punching his skull overhead. It was just bruised a little bit. That was all.
Oh, all good. Yeah, so how long after that fight did you have out of the gym, as this one was scheduled already?
Couple of days, and we was back at it. Obviously, I had this one scheduled for 3 or 4 weeks after, so couldn't afford to have any time off. Couldn't afford to slack.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, sort of two camps of rolling into pretty much three, as you thought not that long ago before in April. So I mean, you've been quite active the last couple of months. Would you say it's been a frustrating few months as you as a boxer, as you've had, your title fight cancelled, I think twice?
Well, it's been sort of cancelled.
You're breaking up a bit.
And I've been training since uh before Christmas, because obviously I was supposed to fight for the title on the 1st of March. Then that got postponed. Now it's Saturday. But
Yeah, exactly that. I mean, has it been difficult to be like keep going and then it gets cancelled at the last minute? I mean, you've had some fights that be, sort of fill-in fights, but yeah, has it been hard to keep going through the cancellations or no?
nah, not really. I'm used to it. I'm always training day in, day out, so it's not going to make a difference to me an extra camp.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, how did camp go? I can imagine it's, all wrapped up now. And yeah.
Yeah, camp went well. Obviously when you're fighting back to back, you don't need to do much to make sure you're 100%. So camp's all wrapped up, and the big performance on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. And of course, yeah, it's a big night for your gym with Laura and Luca also fighting. Unfortunately, their title fights are called off, but it's still a big night for your gym.
Yeah, it'd be exciting, obviously, to have all three of us fighting on the same card. Unfortunately, their title fights have been withdrawn because of the visa issues, but I'm more than sure they'll still put on a great performance.
Do you feel like they'll get the knockout wins, and do you have a prediction for their fights, or just a
I
win
don't,
for both
I,
of them?
I, that they're both going to win, but I haven't seen much of their opponents. So, but they've trained for ten hard rounds, the same as myself. So I'm more than sure they're going to put on a good performance.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what do you know about your opponent, of course, he's from Tanzania and he's unbeaten. Do you know much about him? Have you seen many of like his fights, or do you just leave that down to John and the rest of your team?
I don't need to know much about him. Short and sweet. That's it. See him on Saturday.
Is that exactly that? And yeah, it's for your first, going for your first professional title. Yeah, it's the Commonwealth Youth title. Yeah, talk about that and how excited are you to be boxing for your first title?
Well, I'm delighted. It's been a long time coming, and now after this one, we can push on um towards the end of the year and next year, and hopefully bring some more titles back to the gym.
Explain why, of course, originally it was meant for the IBO youth, and now it's for instead it's for the Commonwealth youth. Explain about why it changed, if you can.
I haven't got a clue. I'll leave that to my team. They told me that it's been changed from the IBO to the Commonwealth. I just go with the flow, It is what it is.
Belt's a
Same night,
belt.
same opponent, belt to belt, different night, different belt, same night. Doesn't really make a difference to me as long as it's still for a title. I don't really care what it's for.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, first 10 rounder, of course, which makes it better, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, it's gonna suit me in the long run. It ain't gonna go past six, but if it does, I'll be very surprised.
Do you not rate your opponent, or do you feel like, your times now, and would you say you're getting stronger at the weight?
I respect all my opponents what get into the ring, and fair play to every one of them for stepping through those ropes. But unfortunately, on Saturday night, you're just gonna see a different version of myself, and it's gonna be a short and sweet night for everybody.
Yes. Is it is there, I wouldn't say um bad blood, because you don't really, get into arguments with your opponents, but is there, in a way, is it a bit personal, as the fights falled through a couple of times?
Obviously it's frustrating, but you can't let that bother you. He's here now. Fair dues to him. He's landed. And I deal with him on Saturday night.
Mm-hmm. Do you know if you're the main event for this one, or
Yeah, I am.
and how does it feel, being main event for the first time, and headlining a show live on, I believe it's Fight Zone. I mean, you've boxed on Sky Sports before.
Um, Look, I've been underneath those bright lights before, big platforms. Being first on the card or being main event doesn't really apply to me. Same night, everything's happening the same. Doesn't really. Obviously, it's going to be nice being called the main event, but at the end of the day, you're in the same arena, same fans. It's not going to change. Just obviously fighting a little bit later in the card.
Do you put pressure on yourself as you're the main event and you're boxing for your first title? Do you put the pressure on yourself, or do you not feel the pressure?
Nah, the pressure fold. You don't need to fold under pressure. If you fold under pressure, you're in the wrong sport.
Exactly that. And yeah, you're quite a big ticket seller. For your last two fights, you've done quite well with the tickets, well, and the fights before. But have you got a big crowd coming out Saturday night?
There'll be a big fan base there in York. Yeah, I can't wait.
And yeah, what does the Commonwealth Youth title mean to you?
Just another step in the right direction. It's it's just moving up the ladder, constantly building. first title, so it'd be one to remember, but it's just another step in the right direction, really.
Hmm. Do you feel like the Commonwealth Youth title is ranked higher than like the Southern area, or are you planning on going down the sort of international route, or just take one fight as it comes and just full focus Saturday night as you've got a tough opponent on Saturday?
Full focus on Saturday night first. I don't, and then we can sit down afterwards with the team and revise and review what's next. But my main focus is on getting this opponent out there on Saturday night, doing a number on him, and then we can move on for the next one.
100%. Can we get a prediction from yourself? Didn't you say knockout within six or
Knockout within six, yeah. That's my prediction.
good stuff? And yeah, have you got a message to your fans who are coming out and supporting you as always?
Yeah, like I said, I always respect my fans and them paying their hard-earned money to come and watch me and traveling up, and all my sponsors as well. Appreciate all of them for helping me out. It's been a long time coming, and the new on Saturday night.
100%. Oh yeah. Before I let you go, do you want to shout your coaches as always and people giving you opportunities as always?
As 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 always, the main man, Johnny Edwards, putting all his time and effort in. My strength conditioning coach, Tom Joyce, you're the go. People don't realise the time and the effort this man puts in. And all my other team, all my nutritionists, and everybody behind the scenes making
Yes, and from me,
everything
Jimmy, thank you.
work for me. I appreciate everything.
Yeah, and from me, Jimmy, thank you for your time as always, and go get that belt Saturday, and I'll see you there. And the new.
Thank you very much, mate. Poland's just about to score. Oh, they missed a penalty.
Crikey. But yeah, thank you for your time, Jimmy, and all the best on Saturday.
And you, mate, thank you very much again for the interviews, and I'll see you on Saturday. Take
Bye,
care,
mate.
Sam.